what brings us peace. And I just kind of want to share like what brings me peace and what I'm learning. And one of the things that I learned is like things bring you peace like when everything is good around you, or but what happens when stuff goes bad? Then you lose your peace. So for me, I had to dig deep, deep, deep. Is Keisha, and I want to thank y'all for being here and listening to me. And I hope y'all stay to the end to hear some valuable information. I wanted to start out by talking about peace. I know a lot of us are kind of in this peaceful state right now. We're learning things that bring us peace. We're trying to be on this journey of making sure we keep our peace. And that's really important because life is lifer right now. Like things are coming up, people are trying us, and we just have to make sure we stay peaceful. We in that moment, whatever comes at us, like that's okay, because we know we gonna roll with the punches, okay? Because remember, peace is a state of mind. So when you have peace, it doesn't matter what comes your way, what life throws at you, like whatever the outcome is, you're still peaceful. You're still in a peaceful state of mind, okay? Peace comes from within. So you can be peaceful today and you can get like that unexpected bill. And usually when we get the unexpected bill, what do? We irritated, we mad, we whatever. But even though we get the unexpected bill, we still have a peaceful mindset. Like we still like, okay, that's fine. I got this unexpected bill, but I'm still at peace because I'm at peace with myself, okay? And so for me, I've learned that one of the things that bring me peace is learning to set boundaries and learning to say no. Like I've struggled with that for a very long time. When I say a long time, I mean many, many years, like many years, because I've always been the person that people will come to and they'll ask for like ideas, or they'll ask me to help them get them out of a situation. And half the time I really couldn't help them, but because they knew that I would make myself available for them, they would come to me. And that was horrible. It was really, really horrible. Like there will be times where people will call me and I will be at work or I'll be in the middle of something and I'll still pick up the phone, and they'll just start talking like, oh, what you doing, where you at? And I'll be like, oh, I'm at work. And they'll continue to talk, and I'm like, I'm at work, but I'll allow them to keep talking instead of saying like, hey, I'm at work, I'll call you back. Or I shouldn't have even picked up the phone to begin with, because I know I'm in the middle of something. Why am I making myself available? I was made myself available because that was what I was used to. It became a pattern for me. It became a habit to just be there for people when they needed me the most. And I noticed where my energy was drained. I was getting irritated at like the smallest things. So I knew like, okay, it's something that I'm not liking about myself. I'm seeing so many changes in myself that I've never seen before. Like I was getting irritated at the smallest thing. Like my phone would ring and I would get irritated. I was waking up feeling drained. Like I didn't just got 7+ hours of sleep, but I'm waking up and I still feel drained. So I had to really take a look deep, like really do some self-evaluation to see, why am I feeling like this? And the main thing that came up was because I was so available to everybody else that I had no more energy for myself. Like the stronger I was for people, the weaker I became for myself. And that, yes, the stronger I was for people, the weaker I became for myself. And I was weak. When I say weak, I meant like my energy was gone. I didn't really want to do anything. Like I wasn't my cheery, upbeat self. Like I've always been quiet, but my energy has always been good. Like from the moment that I wake up to the moment that I go to sleep, like I would have energy throughout the day. I didn't need naps. I didn't need, like, I wouldn't really get irritated, but I started to feel myself getting so irritated. I could be in the room with people and they could be smacking, and something as small as that would irritate me. My phone would ring, I would get irritated. I didn't even know who it was. It could have been like my mama, but I didn't know who it was. It was just the sound of my phone ringing that would irritate me. And I'm not saying I got irritated with my mama. I'm saying like it could have been my mama on that phone, but I didn't know it was her. It was just the fact of my phone ringing that I would get irritated. Like, oh, who's calling me now? What do they want? What drama are they about to tell me? Like instantly, I knew it was something. And I felt myself getting so irritated at small little things that I had no control over. But I realized like I do have control over my peace. That's one thing you do have. You have control over your peace. And you allow people to treat you a certain way. Okay? Yes, people are going to be people and they going to do the things that they going to do. We can't change nobody. But what we can change is the way that somebody treats us. If we know this person is always bringing us drama, whenever they call, we're irritated, or whenever we see their name pop up on the phone, we already know it's about to be some drama. They about to just put me in another mindset that I don't want to be in. Then we got to remove ourselves and even have a conversation with them. You don't have to completely remove yourself, but you can have a conversation with them. And as soon as you pick up that phone, you can tell them like, hey, is it going to be bad? Like, you got some drama to tell you. Like, I'm not in that headspace anymore, okay? I don't want to talk about drama. I don't want to talk about the next person. So we have to really put up boundaries for ourselves and become more aware of the things that people are doing to us. Because most importantly, we have to show up for ourselves, and we have to make sure we are being our biggest supporters. We're taking care of our bodies. Like, because stress is a really bad thing. Like, stress can do some damage to our bodies that we don't even know it. And my mama would always tell me, she was like, I can tell you're stressed. Like, and I'd be like, no, I'm not stressed, mama. Like, I'm okay. Like, I'm good. And she was like, baby girl, I can see it. Like, you may not see it, even though you looking at yourself every day, but mama sees it. And she was so right. Like, so right. Like, I was so stressed, but I didn't realize it. I didn't realize like I allow people's problem to consume me, and it was showing on the outside of me. I didn't really see it, but it was showing like my face, my energy. And it was crazy because my mama was witnessing this, but I wasn't. I just knew I had to show up. I just knew I had to pick up the phone. I just knew I had to be there for them. When in reality, I really didn't. But because it became a habit, because I did it so many times, time after time, like it no longer even like I didn't feel fazed by it. Like, it was just something I knew that I should be doing. But I started to really realize like, damn, I'm being there for everybody else, but I'm so weak right now. Like, I don't want to get up out of bed. I really don't. Like, I didn't had 7+ hours of sleep, and here I am waking up still exhausted. That's not good. So I started to realize it was things that I didn't like about myself, that I knew that just, it wasn't good. Like, that wasn't me. So I knew I had to really dig deep within to see what is it that's bothering me? What is it that I'm doing that is hindering me? And that was one of the main things. I really didn't set boundaries for myself. And we have to really set boundaries for ourselves because we want people to treat us how we treat people. We're always there for people. We're always showing up for people. We're the strong ones. If you are a strong one, then you know what I mean. The strong ones always are there for everybody else. And then if we have anything left to give, we'll give it to ourselves. And half the time, we don't. And we continue that cycle. We continue that pattern over and over again until we realize it, or it's too late. And we will start resenting people. And that's what you don't want to do, because I started to feel a little resentful towards people because I was upset because I felt like they should know. Why are they calling me all the time to figure it out for them when they should figure it out for themselves? But I didn't realize, like, well, you have to speak up for yourself. They may realize it, but they may be doing it just because they're so used to doing it, and not even realizing like, okay, maybe I should figure it out for myself. So that's why you have to stand up for yourself, and you really have to be very vocal and stand on what you mean. If you don't want to do something, if you don't want to go to a certain place, don't allow anybody to convince you. If you already set your mind like, hey, I don't want to go out to eat today, or it's a function coming up and you know it's coming up on Saturday and you already made your mind up, like, I really don't want to go, like, I'm out of the mood. But then you get like one of your family members that'll call you and be like, hey, let's just go for a little bit, like, you'll have fun. And you like, nah, I don't want to go. And here they go with the name calling. Oh, you're so boring, you're a party pooper, you don't never want to do nothing. And what do? We like, all right, I'll go for a little bit. And then we go, but we're miserable while we're there. We don't feel like being bothered. We're not having a good time. And the reason why we're not having a good time is because we knew we really didn't want to go in the first place. We allowed somebody else to change our mind. When we should have stood on what we believed in. So definitely, I say, just stand on what you believe in. Set your boundaries and don't feel bad for it. You're going to get some people, when you set boundaries for yourself, especially if you're not used to setting boundaries, you're going to get those people that gonna say little smart remarks like, oh, you changing, you acting funny. Like, you gonna get that, but don't worry about what they gotta say, because you always been there for people. You have to show up for yourself and be there for yourself first and foremost, because if you're not good for yourself, you can't help the next person. Okay. And that's what we, as the strong ones, we are always there for people, but when we need it the most, we don't ask for it, because we're so busy and we're so used to being strong. That's not in our nature to ask for help. I don't know if we feel like, oh, it's gonna make us weak, but it's not making us weak. It's just we need that help and we need that support just as much as we give support to other people. So don't feel bad by saying no. Don't feel bad for setting those boundaries, because you can't be any good for anybody unless you are all the way good for yourself. And that's what I'm really realizing, to be strong for myself, to put myself first, and to do what I have to do to make sure I keep my peace. Because like I said, peace is from within. So even though I have peace, if I get that phone call from, I don't know, a certain somebody, and I know they always bring a drama, my peace can change like that. But no matter what the outcome, if you're peaceful, no matter what the outcome is of that situation, you're still going to have peace. If you're a peaceful person and you have already established what peace feels like, and you know peace feels amazing, like amazing, then you know whatever the outcome of that situation, you're going to remain peaceful, because it's within, and everything that's within pours out of you, and it pours to other people, and other people around you, they start to see like, she glowing, or he's glowing, like it's something different about them, because they're starting to witness it. They're starting to see like, oh, no matter what, she keeps her peace. No matter what, like, he don't let nobody take him off of his pedestal. Like, he remains peaceful, okay? And that's what we want to do. We just want to remain peaceful and continue to be proud of ourselves, root for ourselves before we root for anybody else, show up for ourselves, and be there. Like, no matter what, be there for yourself and continue to keep going. Like, and we got this. We got it. Like, us strong ones, we turning over new leaves, and we setting new boundaries for ourselves, because we can't keep being there for everybody else and we're not showing up for ourselves. So just continue to keep your peace. Whatever that looks like for you is going to look different from everybody else. Like, try new things. Try stepping out of your comfort zone. Things that you probably always said I would never do. Try it, whatever that may be. Like, go roller skating. Winter's coming up. Go ice skating. You know, do something that you probably always said you're not gonna do. Okay, and you can start small. Like, I used to always like to journal when I was younger, and I kind of like just stopped. But now I'm starting to journal. Like, it's random stuff. Like, I'll just pull my journal out and I'll just start writing. And that's like a peaceful, like that brings me peace, because it's like, I didn't realize something was bothering me, but as I start writing, stuff just kind of starts flowing out, and I'm like, damn, I needed to get that out. I didn't know it, but as I'm writing, like, damn, it feels good. Like, I was holding on to something that I needed to get out. So just find things that bring you peace, okay? Whether it's going, you know, just walking at the park, getting some fresh air. You know, it's not always about spending money. It's just doing things that brings you peace. Like, now I have my like little corner, and my daddy said it looks like a meditation room, but I have my little corner here, and I come and I just really be to myself. Like, I take moments out of the day to not focus on anything, to not focus on anybody else, but just to focus on myself and just give myself 5-10 minutes out of the day to start with. And I really just focus on things that I need to focus. Sometimes I don't do nothing. I literally would just like sit here and I'll be like, and I would just breathe, because sometimes I feel like I just need to decompress, and I just need to like let everything out, like let everything go. Don't think about nothing, don't do anything, just sit still and just be in the moment. Like, take in that moment. Like, we don't always have to be doing something. And that's another thing. Like, we feel like we need to be on the go all the time, and we don't. Like, sometimes you just need to sit still, don't think about anything, don't do anything, just breathe. And I feel like everybody should start doing that a couple times out of the day, and just take a moment. Now, you just go to a little area in your room, your bathroom, wherever you can go, and just breathe. Okay, like, let everything out. Inhale, exhale, and just let it out. Okay, let's continue to learn different things that bring us peace, and everything is going to be all right. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope it was valuable, and I will see you all next time. All right, see you later.